Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're looking at the GnarlyFPV Subatomic. This little micro's got a lot going on, and I'm going to tell you why in today's video. I'm Jeff with Untitled FPV, and you're going to acquire some knowledge today. It's running the Happy Model 1102 10,000 kV 1mm shaft motors. I like to live dangerously. Gem Fan 40mm tri-blade props. For the camera, it's running the RunCam Nano 2. It's running the Newbie Drone Hive 16 stack with BL Heli S ESC's F4 flight controller, 200 milliwatt VTX, and built-in SPI receiver. I'm running an XT30 on this guy. I missed out on this little guy initially when it came out. I like a lot of the stuff that Gnarly's been putting out over the years there. So he really specializes in micros, and there's just such great attention to detail with his frames. This one's running full, I assume this is TPU print set. This comes with the frame. It includes the correct length motor screws. As I said earlier, I'm running these Happy Model EX1102 10,000 kVs with a 1mm prop shaft. That's all I had laying around. So we'll see how these hold up. The frame is chamfered. It's really nice carbon. Like I said, it is running 40mm props. I do have a 2-inch version out, but this is the original subatomic. It's got this aluminum camera mount. I believe in the initial run, these were black, but this is brushed, looks like. It does fit a nano cam. Like I said, I'm running the RunCam Nano 2. It's specifically made for 16x16, but they recommend the JHEMCU 16x16 all-in-one board, but those were out of stock. I had a good buddy of mine, Shooter FPV, check out his channel. He sent me this Hive 16 stack, and Newbie Drone offered these up. I guess they had just some extra stock for a really great price there. A lot of people pick these up, and we'll go more into that detail on that one here in a minute there. But I did slam the stack. There is enough clearance there. The SPI receiver is built in. It's got the diversity antennas there, as well as the VTX. Is included in the stack as well. They're running this dipole. It's 200 milliwatt VTX. It's a lot to fit in there in such a tiny package, but it's really an awesome design. The attention to detail, I mean, look at the cutouts. There's the matching battery pad. I'm running a FPV cycle rubber band. Now the ones you get for the TP3, I find those are some of the best rubber bands to run on these tiny micros. I did solder the motors directly to the ESC. They recommend not to separate the stack, but when I slammed the stack, I pretty much didn't have another option there because there's these little aluminum standoffs in here. I slammed the stack here, but it's got just a nut there instead of the bottom standoff, so I could fit it below the top plate. There's not a lot of room in there, like I said. I'm not running a capacitor. This is only on 2S. I know a lot of guys said that they were having issues there with an XT30. They were blowing the board on 2S, but I figured I'd give it a go. And like I said, I haven't had any issues there with that. I've noticed on a lot of Newbie Drones products, I love their products, but they do not always run the latest version of Betaflight. This one shipped, I believe, with 3.5, and the latest available firmware for this board is 3.5.4. So I'm not running RPM filtering. It flash Blue Jay, the latest version, I think, is 0.3, 48 kilohertz. That did give me pretty decent flight time. As you'll see in the video there, I was getting easily over 4 minutes with this 300 TBS graphene HP pack, and I was getting easily over 3 minutes, almost to close to 4 minutes on this Beta FPV. This is not an HV pack. I'd say run a 300, 350. You could even run a 450. But this frame is a lot of fun. I'm not saying it flies like a 5-inch because it definitely doesn't, but I will let you know that it's no slouch. You don't have prop guards like a Whoop does, so even you're running these 40mm props, you can definitely tell it's got an open prop. I'm sure you're going to get better performance out of the 2-inch version. You got more disc area, but this guy is really fun there for those tight spaces. All the screws are countersunk. It does come with a mount for like a mini Mortal T. I thought about running an Express LRS receiver on this, but this built-in SPI receiver is giving me much better range than just a traditional, like a Whoop board SPI receiver. Definitely in between an XM Plus and a SPI receiver. So I didn't get any fail safes, but I didn't really try to let the RSI get too low. All right, let's get away for you guys. All right, looks like the dry weight is 42.4 with the 300 Beta FPV battery. Looks like 62.6 grams. The graphene pack, 61.8. I did say that I had to disassemble the stack in order to get it to fit underneath the top plate. It's connected by these little tiny pin headers. You probably can't see them here. But like I said, they were warning on the website that these were fragile and kind of take it apart at your own risk. I severed the pin headers at the solder joints. Got the ESC wired up, pretty much everything set up, and I was just assembling the stack back. I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to go with like another board or another setup. But I was able to carefully take some flux, go over the solder, and then I took my heat gun, heated it up, and looks like I was able to repair that pin header. So if you do have the Hive 16 you're using in this build or another build, be aware if you disassemble it, you may have a risk damaging the board there. So those pin headers are delicate. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. It was a lot of fun building it as well as flying it, the whole experience. I can't stress the attention to detail that's gone into this frame. So if you're looking for something new to build, you've got a 5-inch or Whoops, one of those micro long range drones, you're looking for something new, definitely take a look at this category. Thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.